Okay, I just checked out all 8 of these batteries that have been sitting for 3 hours at a charge of 3.55 volts. And hot diggity dog, they are all showing really good. They've all lost just a couple of tenths of a volt, so they must be good. So let's go ahead and stick these in my original charger and get these charging and bring them up to full charge so we can see what's going to happen to these in time. Okay, my nice new digital charger, no kosher, however you pronounce that, is working. It is almost fully charged. It doesn't tell you how long it's been on there, but these cells are almost fully charged at 4.2 volts. So when those are done, those will go into the box for storage. I'll put a note in there saying that they were fully charged on this day. And then we'll put these 4 in and bring them up to a full charge. These 2 already came out of the first charger, and I put the other 2 similar batteries in that charger, so they will be done. And the 8 Panasonics just came off the IMAX B6. They are at 3.76 volts, so we'll let them sit for a while and see if they drop down any more, and then eventually they will go on the digital charger. And then I have finally put the last pack that I didn't take fully apart. I just put those on the IMAX B6, and they are already up to 3.74 volts. I turned my amps up, as you can see, to 3 amps. I could even go up to the full 6 amps because I have 9 cells there, and that would be 6 amps divided by 9. You don't want to go much over a whole amp for charging these 18650s, and you should actually do just a half amp. So I think that's what I'm doing right now. Nothing is getting hot. They are coming along nicely. So we will leave those. We will bring those up to a full charge, and then we will actually be done with bringing up all these used laptop batteries up. And it looks like so far I only have the 4 that might be bad. And I don't even know that they are bad, because I will eventually put them back on the IMAX and try to bring them up. But if they turn out to be bad, oh well, that's not too bad out of 32 batteries to lose 4. Well, it's a next day update now, and this is what I got going on. I'm just about to see if I can bring these 4 very, very dead Sanyo 18650s back to life. I've got them all hooked up in parallel. I've got my Innova multimeter hooked up, and that's the reading that I'm getting right now, 0.534 volts. And it's jumping around, it's changing, so I think they're probably pretty dead. I think they're probably not going to be savable. But I'm going to hook them up to the IMAX really quick and start them off at a very, very low amperage, and we'll see what we can do. Alright, I'm turning my amps way down. I'm going to go with less than half an amp. There's 0.1 amp, 0.2 amp. Let's do it with 0.3 amp. That's less than half an amp. Got it set for just a single cell. Because they're all in parallel, they act as one cell. Alrighty, what's going to happen here? It says I can go ahead. Oh, connection break. There is no connection break. Everything seems to be good. It's just that these batteries are not going to do it. Let's try one more time. Yep. Over voltage now. Well, these batteries are simply no good, and even the IMAX isn't going to bring them back to life. So those are going to go into the garbage, unfortunately. So what I have been able to save are the other 28 batteries. I've got the second to the last of the Panasonics and this digital charger. As you can probably see, I hope, they are almost fully charged. They are charging away. When these are done, I've got the last 4 to go in there. They're getting warm. They're not hot, but they're getting warm. I've got it set at the highest amperage, which is 1 amp. It defaults, when you first turn it on, it charges at a half an amp, and then you can set it for 1 amp. This will also discharge, I should say, these cells. When I'm ready to do that, I can actually discharge them down to 3 volts and then bring them back up. So it's really a nice little handy charger. I like that. Here's all the other cells, including the Samsungs that I kept all connected together. I charged them up on the iMacs last night. They just finished a little while ago. So these are all fully charged. These are all at 4.2 volts. These will soon be there, and then the last ones will be finished later today. And then what will happen is these need to sit fully charged for, well, a good 2 weeks. But actually a week will do. And they should remain fully charged. They'll drop down to about 4.16, 17, something like that, but they shouldn't sag any farther than that. And if they stay there for a week to 2 weeks, you should do 2 weeks, then you've got good cells and you can start cycling them, and that'll be a whole nother video. But now we're going to bring all these up and then store them away and let them sit for at least a week and see what happens to them.